All right, we live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, gentlemen and wenches. Welcome back to the Nipaa TV show. We're gonna go ahead and commentate and castate some of the finest matches we've ever seen in our lives. Which is to say, what the heck? What did I just do? Oh my god, that's insane. We're gonna do some Age of Empires 4. We're gonna be commentating on a guy named Anon Tokyo playing as the Holy Roman Empire versus I'm not sure how to say that, but we'll just call them the French, the Blue Chinese French. Right, so the map is Dry Arabia. As you can notice, it's quite dry indeed. Okay, so we have some gold patches over here, and we have some sheep being mustered up. As we can see and tell, we could switch to the regular UI if we wanted to, but I'm not sure we should do that because, you know, that caster mode was actually pretty sick, honestly, because then we could see production, what each of the players doing, and that's actually a damn good bargain if I do say so myself. And right now we see the wheelbarrow being constructed, which increases the capacity of villagers by +5, and their movement speed by +15%. Right. So, on this map, we have a nice bit of trees over here and some trees over here. But the problem is that that's where the only trees are. Once the players start mining these trees. Sorry, I forgot to put the music on too, so you can listen to some medieval fun stuff. I think that should be it. I think you can hear it now, right? No, you can't. Wasn't that strange? Let's see if I can do it like this. Huh, that's strange. Okay, well, no matter. Maybe I could do it like this. Here we go, 1 hour barcode. There you go. Now you can hear some of the nice music that I listen to from my squires that tend to entertain me because I am of royalty, and that is what I'm doing here. Looks like we got a scout from the light melee here going down. Nothing is really gonna go on at this moment, but that's okay. We have 3 guys on gold right now. That's good to see. I think we have, okay, so it looks like the standard is 3 villages on gold. And we have the Aiken Chapel being constructed right now by the serfs. The nasty serfs that do a really good job, and I should actually thank them. Nice job, serfs. So here they go. And we have that prelate that's increasing the worker capacity, inspiring them. And then we have a lumber camp being constructed right now as well. Only 3 guys on lumber right now. We also have a scout of cavalry, which looks like to be the age 2 military landmark of the French. We'll see what gets constructed out of there. I'm actually not sure at this point. Both scores seem to be relatively even at this time. And I don't really see anything going on. Another thing to note about this map is are the positions of the sacred sites. We have one in the middle, one in the middle up here a little bit, but we also have one way down here. So we'll definitely see some fighting, probably in this kind of formation. We may even see a giant wall. And Tokyo just got his age. It's good to see. We have a lot of empowered villages on those pieces of wood. I don't see what food is looking like right now. I'm actually trying to analyze the production tab up here. We do see food is heavily favoring the French right now. And do we have music in the game? Let's see. We don't. Okay, good to go. I mean, we could turn that on, honestly, but it's fine. I wouldn't want to, because I'm enjoying my bards making music for my entertainment because of how important I am, right? So, there you go. New age begins. Military age structure has been constructed right now. And it looks like we can get some horsemen out here and scouts. So I think that's right. As I recall, French are a heavy cavalry army, as opposed to HRE, which of course are just men, sweaty men. As we commentated in the last game, we have a nice wall off here. It looks like we're going to secure this gold and mill. It's actually not a bad strategy at this point. Both players not seeming to go for any aggression at this time. A little bit of a gentleman's agreement right now. We do have a royal knight. I'll lower the music a little bit here. And we have about 24 to 21 workers right now. And the gold seems to be pretty even across the board. Of course, French is going to want more food for their cavalry. But interestingly enough, Holy Roman Empire is going for the going for the lumber route. And they're probably going to go for some kind of fast castle build, last time I recall. Here comes the sheep. And HRE is actually going straight into farms already on top of the mill here as well that he moved the villages over to. We have a couple of knights moving across the map. Let's see how much damage they could do. Moving across the sacred site. I don't think Anon Tokyo has anything to defend. There's a little bit of engagement here. Looks like a couple of spearmen that are trying to take out this scout over here. Spearmen armor repositioning. I think that Anon Tokyo does see that something's up. We have these two royal knights moving in. It's going straight for the lumber camp. These poor serfs are exposed. This is not a good position to be in. Villagers are garrisoning inside the main structure of the base. Gonna take out one of these knights with ease. But the delayed mining is going to be quite beneficial. Those villagers are going to go back to work. This offensive didn't really do much damage here. Looks like French is going to go for the mill on the venison route over here as well. And there you go. Right, so top side of the map. Some venison is getting taken down as well. We still have two knights over here. And I think that these knights can't heal. I could be mistaken. Yeah, it looks like they can't heal. Looks like only a certain civilization could do that. We still have a scout down here near the stone. It is chilling. He is moving out now. Let's see what Anon Tokyo's next plan of attack is. He is getting spearmen. I think that is a smart move versus the knights. I think crossbowmen are certainly very good versus knights. So maybe think about getting that relatively shortly as well. We do not have an archery. Actually, I think, no, just a stable. So yeah, it looks like Anon Tokyo is going to go for that fast castle route. Spearmen are going to focus down these knights. The knights are simply taking too much damage. Meanwhile, another offensive, a double-pronged attack. Insane tactics from the French. Usually we see the French on the defensive, but now they are on the offensive, which really does change history a little bit. This knight is almost dead. A large knight force here going down. We have a horseman from the HRA coming out. Try to stop this offensive. Anon Tokyo doing an excellent job at defending his base. The French are going to pull back. Let's see what the next plan of attack is. They are pumping out more knights. Knights are certainly a good position, or a good thing to have. We have some idle sheep over here ready, ripe for the taking. A wolf did get freaking domed. We have a nice wall off here and a house for population that will constrict some of the movement of the knights. The knights are going to swing around, try to take out this villager, the ball, the humanity. The villager just die. Anon Tokyo is going to keep making walls around his base. But that is going to kind of cut him off from this area of the map. So it looks like maybe trying to fixate on this area of the map. Knights are going to try to move out and try to look for other exterior bases. And that's actually a good prediction, because they do see the wall here, but they don't see the villagers on the other side. They're going around. This knight is healing quite nicely. The horsemen are moving out to try to take them out. Villagers are moving out of the way, creating some kind of gateway. Meanwhile, there's an offensive. It looks like a scout did move out to try to harass, but it was simply not to be. I didn't know this. The music had vocals here. Sorry about that. Right. So we have the horsemen and the spearmen coming to defend against the knights over on this side. I suppose we could just turn on the music right now. There we go. Get something going. We have some horsemen and hardened spearmen coming out to try to take out these knights. And these knights are trapped. They can't get out. And we have some more hardened spearmen on this side of the map to try to take him out. But the knights are going to slip through. Villagers are going to garrison in the structure in order to kill these knights. The villagers on the left side of the map trying to secure some more resources for the war effort. And this knight does get out. These villagers are going back to work, and a nice wall up from Anon Tokyo doing an excellent job of securing and setting up some walls to aid against the attack here. Here comes a massive engagement in the middle of the field. This knight is really low. Large parkman force, phalanxes at the ready. Try to take out this knight. Offensive. I'm not sure if blue has enough to defend, because Anon Tokyo is going to go straight for the defensive. One horseman does go down. The army value disparity is actually a little large, and that's because knights cost more. Anon Tokyo smartly not overstepping his bounds. Instead, sending him some horsemen on the west side of the map to try to look for other exterior bases. Meanwhile, the French are going to move to the right side in the middle of the map. Delivered engagement here. Some villagers did get caught out. Horsemen doing a nice job of taking out these villagers. Blue is going to have to pull back. Meanwhile, we have some phalanxes, some spearmen here to try to defend. Because as predicted, bless me, the knights are coming out. Bless my soul against these demons. A little bit of a counteraction. Villagers are going to get absolutely massacred. Here come the knights, a full-on engagement, but the spearmen are quite scary to deal with, and it looks like the knights are forced to try to kite, do as much damage as possible, but knights are very tanky and do quite a bit of damage. Things are looking pretty tight here in the middle of the map, but the knights do slip away and get out, but the villagers are going to get massacred here, which is not good. That is some lost. Those are some lost resources for the war effort. Phalanxes are going to try to catch these knights in this little choke point here, but that's doing an excellent job of utilizing that choke point to their advantage and pulling back righteously. We have a little bit of engagement in the main base here. Looks like some knights did manage to slip through and try to do some damage over here on the gold side. This is actually pretty huge. Gold production is quite important for HRE in order to get just a multitude of units and structures, obviously. The farmlands are getting attacked, it looks like pretty soon. These two knights doing an excellent job. I don't even know how they slipped in, actually. Maybe there's a slip in the wall, perhaps. Not quite sure. Smartly splitting up their units. Anon Tokyo smartly splitting up their units. Try to take care of these knights. These knights are trapped. It's maybe the crack in the wall up here. We have the rest of the knights moving on to the right side of the map. Try to take care of things. We have some more horsemen moving to the west side of the map. Here they come, Royal Knights. Oh, okay, looks like they changed position here. A nice sandwich here. These knights are toast. One of them, at least. This next one, probably. There it goes. Anon Tokyo successfully defends against the French here. The French being relentless in their offenses. Anon Tokyo doing an excellent job of defending against that, but we also got to appreciate the French for trying to make something happen here. These poor villages are exposed. Horsemen are nearby. And we'll see how much damage they could do. The answer may surprise you, or may not. Actually, it was pretty surprising because they pulled back. There you go. Here we go. More villages pulling back to the base. We have some knights coming to defend, to help these villages out and hold the combat. Meanwhile, we have a little bit of offenses here. It looks like some Royal Knights did manage to break down the wall and are slipping through some spearmen to meet them. Meanwhile, Knights are moving here to try to take out these horsemen. Maybe it's Anna Tokyo. All havoc is breaking loose. Phalanxes and horsemen, the spearmen are coming to defend some villages in the structure, it seems. Horsemen moving away from the base. French doing an excellent job of defending against that attack. And Tokyo doing an excellent job actually destroying all of the knights here. That was actually an expensive loss, which didn't do much damage, it seems. Both players look like they're trying to get some upgrades here. And Tokyo does reach the Castellation. And actually, we do have a GG. Well, a little anticlimactic, but it looks like Anna Tokyo just won because of that engagement here on the bottom side of the map. Losing all those knights there. And that was quite a righteous blow, if I do say so myself. And that was pretty much it. That was a victory, right, for HRA, I think. But, oh, I'm sorry, these are mine. My bad. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, others, thank you so much for watching this episode of Nipaa TV.